guys, hope you guys are doing good and staying safe although it's me and welcome back to my channel. So hi, I know I've been missing for quite literally like I haven't uploaded a video in the past like 2 weeks, and it's just been chaotic. It's been super stressful, and sorry for the background noises. I thought it was a nice time to be filming when like kids are like playing around, but I'm really sorry for the noise, for the background noises. But they're kids, you cannot just tell them to go away. But basically, I don't know if I've been missed. If you've missed me, hi. If you do not even know that I've not been uploading, then yeah. So basically, I'm back again with another video. This time I'm going to be doing a Q&A, like a question and answering video stuff, because I feel like this past few weeks have been really stressful, and I feel like I need to like talk about some stuff that I have experienced, that I have learned, that I have just dealt with. And I feel like sitting down, because it's been quite a while since I have done a sit down video and talked on like a talking video, because most of the time I'm just doing like routines and just like challenges. But this time I thought, why not just have this sit down and talking and just expressing. And yeah, if you would like to join in with the topics and all that I'm going to be talking about, make sure to comment down below what your thoughts are. These are personally my own thoughts about some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about. And because I did not want to have like a specific topics, I kind of like kept them down, wrote them down as questions, so that like subtopics, and then just get into the bigger topic, like something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I've written them down as questions and I'm gonna be answering them, and you're just gonna be getting like the point of view, like knowing me. And just because you guys are, I remember saying this, I'm saying it again, you guys are like my free therapist. Like I literally do not have to pay to just have you guys talk to and to listen to, not like normal therapy. You have to pay for it, and I don't have that money, so we're doing this free sessions of therapy. So yeah, basically I hope you guys are going to be enjoying this video. I'm out of my comfort zone. I literally feel so nervous and super scared talking about this kind of stuff, but I'm gonna be doing it because I feel like there's a lot going on outside the world. So much is happening, and maybe me talking might get to someone who is experiencing some things. And yeah, so give a like. So let us go. I have the questions here. Let us pick. We don't have a ball today, so I'm just gonna be using this mfuko, and we have the questions. I'm gonna be picking. The first question is that one. And the first question is, have you, oh my god, it's been a long time since I filmed this type of video. Have you ever had any regrets? I have had a lot of regrets, so much, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's easier people to be saying, oh, don't regret anything, as when you do a mistake, it's like learning, it's like a lesson for you, so that as you go on, you don't, it's like a learning step for you. Like you have to pass through mistakes in order to like be where you are. But sometimes you just cannot stop yourself. There's so much in my life that I've done, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking doing that so many times? And I feel like, yes, I try so hard to just tell myself don't live in that moment, but then there come times when I experience something else and I'm like, I remember what I did. I'm like, have I ever had any regrets? I've had regrets before, and I'm not gonna sit down here and tell you, oh, I don't think about the regrets or just act on them. I kind of do, and it's a bad thing. I feel like I listen to a lot of like motivational speakers, and they're like, don't dwell so much on your regrets, like use the regrets, just don't like live upon it. But sometimes in life, the things that you've done, you just come hit you, boom. If you have, like, I've had like people saying that they don't dwell so much on whatever they've done, and whatever happens happens for a reason, obviously. But I feel like you're not a human being if you don't like sit down and be like, oh my god, why did I do that, you know? So I do have a lot of regrets, like the things that I've done that I feel like I didn't need to do them, or I didn't have to do them, but I still did them, and it's just, yeah. But I'm trying, okay? I'm trying not to live under them and not to let the regrets of the past just get to me. But sometimes like things happen and you're like you wish, like literally. But yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. People make mistakes, and yeah. So that's my answer. I have had a lot of regrets, and we have begun pretty strongly. Let us go to the second question of the day, and that is gonna be, oh, best childhood memory. Oh, this is a nice one. And I remember mentioning it just the other day. And I remember when we were kids, like me and my siblings and like our neighbors, we would like sit down every single day after like school. Usually way later after like we have settled down, like really late at night after dinner, after supper, where everyone has done their homework, everyone has like showered, everyone has eaten, we would meet outside our houses because we're like a community, and we'll just sit outside, and then we will like talk and laugh, act funny. We had like this little show of ours where if you there was a certain song that you're taught in your school, then they will come, like someone will come in front and like perform, and we were all laughter. I feel like that was the best memory. Like if I sit down and remember, I remember just at that time, that moment, those were the best. Like literally after school, after showering, and after like eating our supper, we will sit down on at night, and then we'll just laugh and make stories and just play games, and it was safe, and I didn't have to feel scared. We were all laughing, no arguments, no annoying each other. It was just pure happiness as a child. And I feel like as a child, it's like, I don't really know, I feel like I was stress free. Like yes, we had our bad memories, not all of it was good, but I feel like I was super stress free. I didn't care about what other people thought of me. I didn't care about like how I was, as growing up. Obviously you have to care what you're wearing or what you're doing, what that and that, and family and friendship and just the community at large. You just have to care about what they think about you. But you're insecure. But as a kid, as a child, I was not insecure at all. Like I was just selfless and just me. I feel like if you being a child is great. Like the other kids who experience a lot as kids, but alhamdulillah, I feel like for me as a child it was the best. But the best like childhood memory was that one. We would usually sit down after like school and all that stuff. We sit down with my siblings and my neighbors who were around kids, and we just sit down and talk and sing and just laugh and play games. It was just the best ever. And I remember telling someone that nowadays it's not like that anymore. Like literally you would stay in a house and literally do not even know who your neighbor is. Like you will live in that house for like years and still not know who your next door neighbor is. And that is pretty, like, I don't know, I feel like people nowadays don't like intruding, and people nowadays are just so busy. And yeah, but that was my best childhood memory, just having to sit down with my siblings and my neighbors kids and all that stuff, and just sit down, just be free, talk about anything. I just didn't have to act and just be someone I'm not, and that I feel like was just the best. Let's go to the other question, and picked this one and that one. Oh, just tall. Why am I afraid of marriage? So if you're a newbie here, if you're a new subscriber who's seeing me for the first time, one thing about me is that I sometimes mention in my channel is that I'm scared of marriage, and that I have a huge reason for that. I'm from a divorced family. My mom and dad are divorced, and I know people, family, and like friends who are divorced, and I just look at them and I'm like, someone who is literally who knows every single thing. Like you look at a person like, why was she given a divorce? Like literally, I look at them and I'm like, why? Because you find that they love marriages, like they've loved each other since they were kids and they grew up and then they got married and then they later on had a divorce. And then I'm like, I see people nearly as like almost perfect. I don't know how to put this, but almost perfect. Like I look at them and they're good cooks. They know how to clean the household chores. They know how to look pretty, like put on makeup and all that stuff, and just like look nice and clean for the husband. And they know how to, like smell nice and all that stuff. Woody and all that stuff. Like they're like wife material. You know that? Yes, exactly. Wife material. I feel like that is the perfect word to use. Like they're wife material. Like they know how to cook, they know how to clean, they know how to be romantic, I feel like. And then I look at them and they get divorces, and I look at myself and I am like, how do you expect yourself, me, to be getting married and not get divorced? Because that is what scares me. Marriage scares me because I know I might end up getting divorced. Because one thing, I'm not a good cook. I can cook to save my life, but I'm not a good cook. Like literally, I'm not a good cook. I like this household chores. I'm not gonna say that I'm the best. Like I try my best to do them. I feel like I'm not good enough, and I don't like makeup at all. Like literally, I hate having to sit down and think. Like on my wedding, like I have to sit down just to get my makeup applied on, and then like being drawn henna or pico. I don't like that. Like sitting down and just being done. I don't like those stuff down on my body. I don't like any sort of smell, like literally, or just I don't like it. It gives me headaches, and I just don't like any sort of smell. And I'm not romantic. I feel like I just don't. I just don't know. But I feel like I am not a wife material. Literally, that is my like. When I look at myself, I feel like that, and I feel like if the wife materials get divorced, what about me who is not a wife material? How am I going to be surviving in a marriage? And I'm not patient, like literally. And I get angry over the little tiniest bit thing, and it's just crazy sometimes. So I'm like, do you really think that the others went and they came back and you're just gonna go safe and sound? I don't think that is the point. And yeah, that's basically why I'm afraid of marriage. I'm afraid of marriage because I'm afraid to get a divorce. Because I don't want to have. I've seen how like because as I told you, I'm from a divorced family, so I've seen how it ends up and how kids. I don't want to have to separate my kids and just have. I don't know. Just don't want to have a separate family, and having to like think about marriage and think about divorce. I know it's not a good thing. Like you have to think positive. You have to like manifest good things in your life, good things in your marriage, and all that stuff. But I just cannot help but think, if the marriage material type women end up getting divorced, who am I to just go in there and then just, be safe? So, and that is why I tell you guys, you are my free therapy session, because I have a lot in my head. So, dear future husband, yeah, you have a lot to deal with. So let us go. Oh my god, did drop. Let us go to the other question. I feel like I'm going in too deep, but I hope you guys are liking it. So the other one is how you deal with the toxic people in your life. I don't deal with them, I just ignore them. At times you cannot cut the people that are toxic because they are your family members. So sometimes it's pretty difficult to. It's easier said than done to cut off people from your life who are toxic, because if they're your family, then it's not easy as in them being your friends. and all that stuff, or like relationships, boyfriends and husbands. I feel like it's easier to cut them out rather than your own family members. So how I deal with them, mostly I ignore them. That's the best thing I can do. But I have a victim a lot of time with toxic people. I feel like I'm so naive and I listen to them and take whatever they say in mind, and I'm trying so just not, but at times it just gets so just ignore them. And yeah, let us go to the other question, and that is my biggest insecurity, my teeth. Literally, that is one of my biggest insecurity. I hate my teeth, and I feel like the first thing that when I get money, I'm just gonna have to do something about them, because I just don't like how they look. And I was so glad when masks were introduced, because that means that even when I'm not wearing my niqab, I get to hide them with the mask. So that's how insecure I am. But I feel like as a child, when I was a child, I didn't really care about my teeth, and I just didn't care about them because I don't know, kids were kids, and I just, no one really mentioned anything about my teeth. But when I went to high school, I had a lot of like statements here and there. Oh, your breath stinks. Oh, your teeth look like a Dracula, a dragon, and all that stuff. And it's just painful. So I feel like that is my biggest insecurity, my teeth. I just don't like them. So that is the first thing probably that I want to change, my teeth. Let us get to my other biggest insecurity is sometimes my body. But what can I not live without? What can you not live without? What can I not live without? I feel like if it's a sentimental thing, then people I love and care about, then that is one thing. As much as I sometimes like being alone, I feel like without people that I love and care about in my life, then it's difficult. So what can I not live without? Sentimental, it's people I love and care about. And if it's like a material thing, then my hijab. Like literally, you cannot find me anywhere without my hijab. I love wearing hijabs. It's one thing people kind of complain about, because you find me everywhere with my hijab. Even when I'm sleeping, I usually have a hijab on, just because I feel like it's my bodyguard. Like it's safe. Like I feel safe with this, and I just feel comfortable, and I feel like secured and safe with it. So yes, let us get to the other question. Ooh, do I like who I am now? Well, it's gonna be like negative if I say do not like that. People are gonna be like, oh my god. But do I like myself right now? I feel like I do. Like, I don't know. I feel like I do like myself, but then there are times when I question myself if I really like myself, because I'm doing things and I'm like, are you sure that is the right thing to do, you know? But I do like myself sometimes, not all the times. Like, do I like myself right now? It's a 50 to 50 answer with that, because I feel like, I don't know, I don't really know if I like myself or not. I cannot completely say like I like myself. No, I don't. I feel like I have some issues within me. I feel like I have this guilt eating me up, and so much is happening behind the scenes with my family and all that stuff, and just it's kind of eating me up. And I feel like this past 2 weeks I've cried more than I've cried like for the whole year, like literally. It's just so much is happening. So do I like myself right now? It's a 50 to 50 answer. I kind of not, because I have this guilt eating me up. I just don't like it. So there's that. Free session therapy. Woo, woo, woo. The kids have gone. I don't know if they noticed that I was filming and they just decided to leave or something, but alhamdulillah. So let us get to the other question, that is things I'm grateful for. Oh, it's a nice one. I feel like I kept this one here for positivity because all the other ones might be negative, but this one I just want to remind myself every single time what I'm grateful for. I am grateful for life. I'm grateful for being a Muslim, being able to be this. I am grateful for my family, for my friends. I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for life in general, like me breathing, being able to wake up me being able to wake up today morning. I'm grateful for that up until now. I'm grateful for a lot of things, and I'm grateful for a lot, but mostly I'm grateful for the people I love and care about. And even when sometimes I feel like they don't support me, but I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you guys to be here, for all those who are subscribed to my channel, for all those who are liking my content, for all those who are sharing, for all those who are just commenting on my videos on my channel. I'm grateful for you guys because I have a free session therapy. Who gets that? Like literally, who has this? I have a place where I can able to just sit down and just tell you guys what is happening. If I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I'm literally angry with myself, that I just have a place where I can sit down and just talk to you guys. And maybe I influence you at some point. I don't really know if I influence people. Oh, I do influence people. There's a video my sister-in-law showed me of my niece. Is she my niece? Yes, let's say my niece. Filming like a house. She was doing a house tour, and her mother was like, oh, she has taken over from her aunt, which is me, obviously. So I influence people, especially kids, which I'm so happy about. Like, I'm grateful for that. So I'm grateful for all the things. I'm grateful for my dad. I'm grateful to my mom. I'm grateful for all those who are supporting me. And if you have not subscribed, then please do. Then I be grateful for you to you too. So let's get to the other. Make sure to be grateful, okay? As long as you have some regrets in your life, just remember to say alhamdulillah, be thankful for whatever place you are, because just know that there is someone else who is at a much worse in a much worse place than you are right now. So make sure to stay grateful and alhamdulillah. Let us get to the other question. I'm having fun. I thought I was not gonna have fun, and I thought at some point I might cry, but alhamdulillah, I'm doing so well. So let's get to the other question, is things I do not like in myself. Ooh, this is a juicy one. So recently I have realized that I depend on people for fun. Like, I literally cannot go anywhere where I relax and just have fun without having someone around. Like, I have to just have someone with me. And recently I have realized that people have fun, my friends have fun without having me around. And it was a huge shock and like a big realization. I'm like, I don't know, I feel like, yes, there have been times when my friends and like people, my family have gone to places without me, but this time it's like it's a place I wanted to go so much, but then I was not able to go. And then I don't know, I think I felt like I expected for it to just not like get postponed or something like that, and then it just kept on and people went, and I'm like, I feel like it was just a huge shocker for me. Like, I feel like if it well I feel like if it were me in the situation, then I would probably have like postponed the whole thing. And I don't know, but having people just go to that, and then just I felt like people can actually have fun without me, and I just depend on people. And that's why my one, like, I want right now, my one goal or something, I don't really know, my one wish, I think it's a wish, I don't think it's a goal. Goal is something you really have to intend to keep. But I feel like right now I want to go to a place and just have fun all on my own, like no one with me. And I just want that to feel, because I remember watching a YouTuber, one of I like watching, Click Photos, I think that is the YouTube name. And I watched her, and she was talking that she went through a tree house on by herself, and she was like talking about how she felt the importance of just being alone, when she just, because sometimes I go around, and sometimes I find myself going around with people on a fun event, and I just get myself bored and like irritated and annoyed. I just could not wait to leave that place, because as much as it depends people for fun, sometimes I go with people that I'm not comfortable with, people that just, it doesn't go sit well, or people do crazy things, and I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. So I feel like I want to go to a place where just alone, and just see how that will be, like how it's gonna be like just me on my own, and just enjoying my own company, and just, having fun. So be sure to like if you want to see that video. I really want to go to a tree house, and Wabosha Maxine went to one. It's in Nairobi, so I really want to go there. Hopefully one day. And she was on her own, so maybe I might go on my own. Not maybe, I will go on my own, inshallah. So yay. Let us get to the other question, and that is this really. Oh my god! I keep on reading them before reading. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? An introvert meaning someone who likes staying inside, an extrovert meaning someone who likes exiting outside. I feel like, I don't know, I'm 50-50. Like, I like staying inside, but I also like going out. Like, there was a time that I kind of was forced to just remain in for like a month. I was literally going crazy. I feel like I just need something to do, something to get me out from the house. And as much as an introvert I am, I like staying inside, watching something, reading something, doing something, like cooking or like cleaning. Not so much, but I just being productive in the house. But at times I just like exploring. Like, I literally love exploring. I like going out to new places, and just not necessarily meeting new people, but just experiencing new stuff. Definitely. That's it. I like going out, but not meeting new people, because I feel awkward when I'm meeting new people, and I feel uncomfortable and weird. But just love experiencing, and just having that experience of something, and just seeing myself that actually did it. Then that is something I like doing. So I think I'm an 50-50, and I'm an INX, as in I'm introvert, and at the same time I'm extrovert, because I still like going out. So I don't know how that works, but let us get to the other question, and that is, this seems to be a long one. Best advice you could give someone. Oh, this is a nice one, and this is one of the things that I feel like I've learned this past month or week. So basically, best advice that I could give to someone is, one, I have two, like I feel like I revolve around them. One is never, NEVER, in italics, in capital, whatever you want, never expect anything from anyone. Literally, don't expect anything from anyone. Expectation hurts like crazy. Just don't expect anything from anyone. Expectations are painful, I'm telling you. Like, if you're doing something and expecting someone to just do something in return, then, and as much as I'm saying it, I don't live with that advice, because sometimes I find myself expecting something and it just hurts me when it's not like done as per my expectation. And I'm like, you always tell yourself that. Why did you expect something? I'm like, sometimes you just cannot help yourself. You just can't help yourself. You just feel like, oh my god, this person is just going to be it. He or she is just going to be doing what you're expecting. But so my first advice is, never expect anything from anyone, be it your friends, be it your family. Just don't. If you want to do something, do it, as long as you're comfortable with it, as long as you know it's right, as long as you're happy with it, as long as you're not like forcing yourself to do it, but just do it wholeheartedly, and just know that you're doing it for like yourself and the person you're caring for. But just don't expect them to do that same thing in return or something else in return. I hope you're getting me. So because expectation hurts, and I have been a victim of it a lot of the time. So, oh, the other one I forgot. This is something we push. This is something like I usually watch that video with kids. We push through anything we put our minds to. That is something that I love watching that video with kids because I feel like it motivates me to just push myself. So the other thing is we can push through anything we put our minds to. So if you put your mind on something, then I feel like just you keep on pushing up until you just see it through. And yeah, just like that, we have two remaining. Let us get to the other one is lesser friends, lesser drama. Do you seriously believe in that? That is something that I usually speak about. I've always said like too many friends just poison us. But recently I have kind of realized that sometimes the fewer friends you have, then like I don't know. I feel like sometimes you your few friends, your two friends are super busy with their own lives and just alone and just want something, but you're to do it and I depend on people for fun. I've realized that still really few I don't know because I feel like 50 to 50. Literally in the past if you had asked me I would be like, okay, some friends in your life and that's just a right now. If I feel like so many friends that it's a good thing but then it's a bad thing because you just if others are busy then you won't miss one who is busy. You just find someone who's available and talk to them and then comfortable. I don't really know what I'm saying, but I just hope you're getting me because I feel, or maybe I'm growing up and I don't really know, but I feel like don't kind of believe in that lesser friend, lesser drama in your life. I feel like the more friends, the merrier. So let us get to the final and last question. Ooh. And this is how many kids I would like to have. Oh, I would like to have as many as God, inshallah, planned for me and my body because obviously because when you have like you give birth through surgery, through operation. If you give birth through operation, then there is a limit to how many kids. Like I don't really know. I'm not exactly sure, but that is what I've had. But I want a huge family. Like literally, I want so many kids because I love, 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 love kids. And I feel like I don't really know. I'm not bragging on anything, but I feel like I can be a good mother. But if you ask me about being a good wife, then that is the biggest question because I can't be a good mother because I am 70% sure that I can be a good mother, but I'm literally 2% sure that I can be a good wife. But I love kids and I have been taking care of like kids from my sisters, my brother in like a long time. I feel like I want a huge family. I not feel like I want a lot of kids, like 7 or 8. We are a huge big family, like literally we are like 11 or 13 in our family. But I also want a huge family, inshallah. So there's that. But for that we need a husband. Yay. We need to get married for that. And yeah, basically that was it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. I kind of put myself out there, showed you guys a little bit of myself, and just showed you what's in my mind, what's in my heart nowadays. And it has been a stressful like few weeks, and if you missed me or if you're wondering where I was, then I was just busy with life. Adulting is super stressful. Kids, stay kids. If you had the option, just stay be kid because being a grown-up is like so hard. People expect things from you, people want things from you, and as much as you keep on pushing yourself, sometimes there's that limit where you feel like you cannot go any further, but then people just don't get it and they still want you to just do it. But sometimes you just feel like saying no is good and healthy, and it just, you don't have to just push yourself so hard sometimes, because if you've reached your limit, then just don't push yourself. You might just end up losing yourself. So there's that, you know. And yeah, basically I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of dark and juicy and all that stuff, but hopefully I'm back. I really want to film a lot of videos, and not just because I've not filmed. I have tried filming, but it's just been difficult. So yeah, basically that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and make sure to leave a like if you want to be part of more videos. Make sure to subscribe down below, hit on the bell for notification. Also go ahead and comment down below any videos ideas that you would want me to do next. And yeah, basically that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you beautiful people on my next video. Bye. Bye.